Hello and welcome to TimesXP, and in the latest news, a businessman from Argentina has stirred up a big debate online with his views on how global workers are being paid. Franco Pereira, the co-founder and COO of Near, a company that helps US businesses hire remote workers from Latin America, recently shared very controversial thoughts on LinkedIn. He said it's okay for the workers from countries like India, the Philippines and Argentina to earn less than the American workers. His reasoning? Well, the cost of living is lower in these countries and there are fewer job opportunities as well. Pereira explained that while this idea may upset some people, he believes that it's actually practical. He said, and I quote, "As an Argentinian living in Buenos Aires, I understand why people get angry about this. But I get to stay in my country, be with my family and enjoy a lower cost of living." However, Pereira also admitted that companies sometimes exploit workers from the countries like India. They treat them as a cheap labor, offering few benefits and lower salaries as compared to their American counterparts. Despite this, he stuck to his views, saying that paying less for overseas worker is not always wrong. If we see it from an Indian perspective, then Pereira's comment sparked a heated discussion, specifically among Indian professionals. India is one of the largest hubs for global tech talent. Indian IT workers are very important to the global technology industry, contributing to innovation and delivering services worldwide. But many workers feel undervalued when companies hire them only because they are cheaper. On LinkedIn and Reddit, reactions to Pereira's posts were actually mixed. Some people agreed, saying that companies hire workers in countries like India precisely because they can pay less. Well, that's just how outsourcing works. That's the word of one commenter. Others disagreed, pointing out that workers in countries like India should not be treated unfairly just because of their location. One Reddit user noted that it's not about salaries. What about working conditions? Many Indian workers are overworked, underpaid, and don't get proper benefits. If we see it from a larger perspective, then India is already a global leader in tech and IT services. The rise of SaaS, software as a service companies in India, have made Indian workers essential for creating and maintaining cutting-edge products for the global market. But Pereira highlighted a troubling trend. Companies not only pay Indian workers less, but they also fail to provide proper support and even resources. He said, and I quote again, "I see this happen too often with the workers from India and the Philippines. They are treated like they are disposable. These employees work a few miserable months and then leave, while the company struggles with constant turnover and retaining." Now, this situation hurts both the sides. Workers feel undervalued and companies waste time and resources trying to fill positions repeatedly. But why does this matter to Indians? Let's focus on that. This discussion has raised some important questions. First of all, should Indian workers accept lower pay just because their cost of living in India is lower than the United States? Secondly, are Indian professionals being valued for their skills, or are they just seen as a cheap labor? Thirdly, as India continues to grow as a tech powerhouse, how can the country ensure its workers are treated fairly and paid well? Now let me give you a solution. Indian workers, specifically in the tech industries, need to advocate for better pay and working conditions. Companies hired from India should always be transparent about their practices and provide proper resource to their remote teams. India's government should also step in to regulate how Indian workers are treated by international companies, ensuring that there are fair wages and benefits. As Indian professionals continue to dominate the global market, it is very important to strike a balance between competitive salaries and ethical practices. So, what do you think about this matter? Should Indian workers demand equal pay for equal work, or the cost of living argument is actually valid? Do let us know in the comment section below and follow TimesXP for more such updates.